Okay, so I've tried to do this video twice already and messed around my store to my phone. My phone's kind of ridiculous, so first of all, if I like record and then delete a video off my phone, even if I go through my albums, I think, and delete it permanently, like it still, for a reason, kind of still recognizes that it's on storage. So I have to kind of turn off my phone and turn it back on for it to recognize it. And on top of that, when the first couple times I was trying to do this video, it got me down to, hi man, I love you too, but I'm busy. It said that I was like, oh, down to 10%, and now all of a sudden I turn my phone, turn it back on, I have 30% help on my phone. So I don't know what's going on with my phone. Can't really afford to get a new one at this moment. I really don't want to get a new one. Not really afford. I don't really want to get a new phone. It's just so much work. Maybe it'll be worth it. I don't actually know, you guys. Anywho, so I just did the yard. I just mowed the lawn. I have not touched the weed eater since I've been here, even though I do have one. Whoops, sorry guys. I'm telling you, anything that buzzes in my face, I just jump now. Actually, I was jumping before then. Anyway, so I did not weed eat at all. I mean, kind of obvious. I haven't weed eat this whole entire time. And to be honest, in regards to like this stuff right here, that you see in the background, I'm just gonna get all that stuff removed. So I just gotta figure out when, because and how. I might get somebody out of town, because honestly the services that I've gotten in this town since I've moved here have been incredibly poor. Just incredibly poor, lack of communication, it's just poor. So let's talk about my first situation. So back in the beginning of this year, I had tried to originally get this area cleared out so that I can put pea gravel down and stuff, because Jack was having an issue to where she was eating something out here and it was giving her diarrhea to the point where she needed to go out to this. She needs to be outside basically all the time. And there was one time when I had her in the house for like an hour. Like she went out, she was back in the house for about an hour, and then at times she pooped on herself. Like it was that bad, right? So anyway, she had like horrible gas. It was really bad, right? And so I wanted to basically just get a hi man, hello big head baby, hello big head babies, hi. I want some lovings. I give the man some lovings. Actually, funny story. Since Kratos has been like 7-8 months, he's been incredibly affectionate. More affectionate than he was as a little puppy. As a little puppy, dude was he was very attached to Jack. I've already talked about that. But he was also just very independent. Like he said, he really wanted to do his way. He got into a lot of trouble doing that. But anyway, back on track. So I had this tether, but I also just wanted to kind of have just a dog run. Like I talked about this a lot of time, but a dog run. So that's my first time attempted to get it done. And basically somebody came out here. Oh, I should have got that, little goofy boy. Somebody came out here. They looked at it. They left. They sent me a quote and like, hey, well, let's do it this time, this day. And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And that time and day happened, and they did not show up. And they didn't say anything about it. So I do know that they said that they wanted to get things done before it snowed, and it snowed like later that day. I think the day that they're supposed to come and do it, it's a little later that day. So I'm wondering if that's it, but honestly I'm just too irritated for the fact that they couldn't tell me that, hey, we're not coming out because of this reason. I didn't pay them, so it wasn't really, I know, I was just like, okay, when next time I do it, I'm not going to call you guys to get it done. I'm just not going to do it. So anyways, that's my first kind of service experience in this area. And it was just poor, right? And so the second thing, so my heat went out earlier this year, and I called somebody to come fix it out. They came. They basically said it was just dirty, so they cleaned it out, charged me an arm and leg for it, and then they left. Less than 24 hours, the heat went out again. So I called them, told them to come back out here. She's like, yeah, whatever you think you did to fix it did not work, so you need to come out here and actually fix it, because I paid you guys to fix it, and it's not fixed. And so they're like, oh, well, if depending on the situation, we might have to charge you more. I'm just like, why would you charge me more to come out here and fix a situation that you guys didn't fix in the first place? Like, I paid you to fix it, and it's not fixed. And she's like, oh, well, it depends if we have these materials or whatever. So I'm like, whatever, just come out and fix it, right? But it was really cold. It was like in March or whatever, so it was still pretty cold. So I was really cold, so I was just like, you know what, let me just turn off the furnace and turn it back on and see if that works. So I did that, and it did work. But I'm just like, you know, I still want them to come out here and fix the problem, because clearly this is not going to work long term. And so they came the next day, and he did something, and he's like, yeah, you know, basically the motherboard or something was fried, and so it's just not like working. I don't know. It's something, the wires just aren't connecting, or just signals or whatever it is. And so he's like, yeah, I can't even guarantee that's gonna work any much longer, this and the fourth. I'm like, okay, cool. But it was a work day that he came back out, so I was working while he did whatever. And so he he left. He's like, yeah, okay, I'm done, whatever, whatnot. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I was working. I did not even think to be like, okay, make sure it was working before he left. And lo and behold, it was not working when he left. And I was about to call them back out again. Like, I just wasn't about to do that. And also, he tried to tell me some stuff about like how like the motherboard for the circuit board, I think I'm saying all the wrong things. The circuit board for the furnace that I have, which is outdated, so I need to get a whole new system replaced and whatever inside the furnace, just to make sure that everything worked or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, like whatever. Like, I already kind of knew at that point that I wasn't gonna go back with them, but also, like I said, they also left without my heat working, and I was about to call them again to get it fixed. Like, I was not about to do that. Anyway, so let's fast forward. So that was my other service that was it just really sucked. I was like, are you serious? Like, why would you? Who does that stuff? Like, seriously? Anyway, I think like some of it is, I mean, like I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like people are just trying to take advantage of me, but it is incredibly irritating, and I do not appreciate it at all. And people, whatever, it's their business, right? Anyway, what's the other thing that happened? So I guess the next recent thing would definitely be the yard again. So as you guys know, I tried to hire somebody to come out and pick poop. This is when I was just letting the dogs just roam wherever they wanted and poop everywhere, which is a lot more to manage. Hi, man. You didn't know you'd be going for people over. He's so cute, though. I just don't want to end up on the floor, on the ground. And so, they came up, and they literally just, this area right here, they picked up poop in this area, and then they left. They actually had like a little notice that's just like, hey, I came out, I picked up just the backyard. That's literally what it said on it. I picked up just the backyard, and they charged me the full amount that they said they were going to charge me to do the backyard. So naturally, I come out here, and first of all, they were late. They were later than they said they were going to be, which was the first issue. I come out here, and there's still poop everywhere. Like, they picked up this area right here. They didn't even do it well because there were some spots where there's still poop. And but you can see that they had gotten the bigger part of it, but not everything else. So I'm like, I called them. It's like, there is an issue because you guys did not pick up my yard, but you charged me the full amount. And the lady that I talked to, she's like, customer service. She's like, she didn't know. So she had to call the person who came out here. And then there's all these excuses all of a sudden, like, oh, your lawn was too long. It was hard to pick up poop. And he said that there's a whole bunch of poop out there. There's on the 4th and whatever. And so it's just like, okay, well, where's the communication? You guys gave me a report, and you never said anything about, that it was too long, you guys didn't finish your work. You just charged me like you did the whole job. You didn't tell me anything. And she's just like, oh, well, yeah, well, there's just a lot of issues and this and then the fourth. I'm just like, okay, well, you guys need to give me some type of refund because you guys didn't do my whole yard. And so they gave me a $10 refund, which wasn't half, but, I'm not about to, like, fight with these people. Like, because I was just kind of done. I'm so over living in this area kind of already. But anyhow, so wasn't about to get there because like, oh, well, we can come back out later and actually finish the work and charge you this, then, and the fourth next time. And it's like, wow, you guys didn't even do half the work, and you guys gonna charge me more money to do the rest of the yard? Like, no, like that. Just drop my service. I'm not about to, like, no. And there's no other, like, they're the only pooping service around here. So yeah. Anyway, so that was my next thing. It's like, really, just tell me that you're not gonna do the work. Like, don't just charge me it. Also, I guess there were some other people, and then there's a lot of people around here that like, hey, I want you guys I want to get a quote. Can you come out this on the 4th? And they never actually respond back to my inquiries. So that's a little annoying as well. There's also there's people that actually do the yard and this next to me, and I have their business card, and I've called them a couple times, but they never call back. Like, I've left them a billion of like messages, and they never call back to say, hey, yeah, let's do this. They just ignore my phone calls, and I'm not actually sure what the issue is because I'm not too worried about that because I don't think they speak real good English. So I can understand they can't, because I talk really fast, you guys. So it's hard for people who speak English to understand me. So I'm not super upset about it. But then I had the most recent people come out here to give me a quote for getting the yard for getting the play area ready. And they're like, oh yeah, we're really excited to do this, that, and the fourth. And so they left. They're supposed to give me a quote. They didn't give me a quote. So like 5 days pass. Like it's the whole next weekend. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they didn't respond to me. A couple of days go by. He texted saying, oh, I'm so sorry. I really want this job. I'll get the quote to you as soon as possible. I'm like, okay, thank you. Nothing. That is literally it. That's it. That is just. I just think, are you guys serious? What is wrong with people and their services around here? So. So that's been my experience living out around here. So I figured that I'm still gonna get this stuff done, but honestly, probably the same person who takes all this stuff out, probably the same person I get to do this, because it's just like there's just not a lot of people out here that I can actually trust to do the job that I asked them to do, or to get it's communication really. Like I don't know what's going on their end, or whether or not they're actually getting my messages or whatever. Like in the case of me inquiring about like a quote or something, I don't know if they're getting my messages, or me calling, I'm not sure they're getting my voice messages. But it's just like, let people know what's going on, because I'm the type of person who's going to remember that, okay, this person was this type of way, we can't use them in the future, I'm not going to recommend them. And I'm that type of person. I guess you might be able to call it petty, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, so yeah, nothing much is going on. Like I said, and also because I think I told you guys that there was a drive-by in front of our house last weekend, and ever since then I've just kind of been done with I don't know what he's looking at. And you don't got them type of hops. You don't got them type of hops. I'm pretty sure he's looking at the tree branch. Be careful. I hate chewing on stuff. I kind of don't actually want to know if he's... Yeah, I think he was looking at the tree branch to try to grab it. Anyway. So, but yeah, so I'm kind of just over living in this area already. So. Anywho. Yeah, there's nothing much going on. I'm going to go to the beach with Paco this evening. Paco, I just don't do as many things with Paco as I used to tonight. It was just Paco. Because these dogs, I spend a lot of time training them, so my time is just gone, right? And so, I'm going to the beach with my friend again today. So, I will try to post a little, I probably won't. I just want to kind of relax, so, but, anyhow, you guys, thanks for, Kratos, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Come this way. Kratos, this way. I don't want him to get tangled up. And he literally just untangled himself, so good stuff. Anyway, guys, I'm about to take this trash out, shower, eat, because I haven't eaten today. I haven't ate today. And, yeah, like I said, when I actually have no. Good boy. When I actually have a date of when Samara will be here, which I should be getting that very soon, no later than tomorrow, whenever the lady, because so I paid the breeder for Samara. Now I'm just waiting for the transport person to let me know when she's picked Samara up and when she is, going to be here. Or I do estimate that, because I think she's going to pick them up on the 15th, and then I believe that Samara is on the East Coast, so there are some people who are on the East Coast as well that she's going to go ahead and drop those puppies off first. And then I'm like second, like after the East Coast, I'm kind of central. I'm not Central America, but I'm Central US, technically ish. I'm Central Standard Time, we'll just say it that way. So anyway, so I'm like the second stop, and then they have to go to South Dakota. So South Dakota will probably be the last thing that they do, so I think that's going to be on Wednesday. And so I believe that Tuesday will be the day that I have Samara, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, this video is long enough and my phone is going to die, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.